Now tell me, how could this possibly affect the work of Parliament? We know that government business has suffered. I mean, when the Ejisu by-election was yet to be held, different deliberations. Is this going to affect government business, this posturing of the minority?
Give or take, the 8th Parliament of Ghana has less than 12 weeks to end its tenure. 12 weeks of sittings to end its tenure. In this current meeting, they are sitting from now until about the end of July, which is about 6 weeks. They go on a recess, come back and do about 4 weeks, 5 weeks, maximum 6 weeks again, and then they break for elections completely, right? What it means is that all the bills that are in Parliament, affirmative action bill, the bills relating to tree crop development, the bills relating to there are many other bills that relate to the interest of the Ghanaian people. So many of them, which will take a lot of time to be able to go through and pass, are still hanging. We know that there are other government businesses that need to be executed. Any time that the minority out of Parliament, the experience of last year shows that it affected the extent to which business is able to take. Yesterday, one will argue that this boycott is not really affect the proceedings.
Sam, please reposition yourself just a little for me. The line is breaking a bit.
Is it better now?
Better. Please go ahead.
Great. Yesterday, one can argue that it did not necessarily affect the proceedings in Parliament because at the time that the sittings began, they had already come back to chamber and they joined in the proceedings. But this is not going to be the same situation. And this becomes even more serious when your reporters in court observe that they did not find 137 minority MPs in court. What it means is that the minority could still make that same statement by getting a delegation that represents them in court and also ensuring that the work of the people of Ghana that needs to be done gets done. So that is it when it comes to the government business. But remember that Parliament is not only about government business. There is also what we call private business in Parliament, and this has to do with specific issues that affect specific constituencies represented by specific individuals. So, for example, there is question time when an MP asks a Minister of State a question relating to development situations in their constituency. So let's say I live in the Adenta constituency. The MP here asks about the construction on that road, which has been problematic all this while, the Adenta-Dodowa road. Yet on the day that the minister comes to answer the question, the MP is not in Parliament. What happens in parliamentary procedure is that the minister will not answer that question. He would consider the written answer that he brought, a short written answer, as satisfactory, of addressing the matter. And it will be those of us within that particular constituency who would suffer. And we saw that many of such instances happened during the Jachikwesin boycott situation. We cannot have our interests as constituents sacrificed on the altar of, people seeking the interest of their political party, despite the fact that they have every right to solidarize with their leader, but they must know that their right ends also at the point where we have the right for them to represent us as our elected representatives.